Macabre Coven. We are venomous sin.
And venomous sin declares war on hypocrisy, fake fucks, and the politically correct world that tries to silence you.
We are the band that refuse to kneel.
And stand up for the ones the world tries to silence with fake smiles and so-called status.
You screamed, we hear.
And you are not alone. When I tore through that blog post again, it reminded me why I have zero interest in sugarcoating anything. The West polishes invisible mirrors and calls them values, ethics, good intentions, but you and I both know what's hiding behind them is pure fucking hypocrisy. I've spent my life being told to be myself while being ordered to fit into some sanitized box. The minute I refused to cut my hair or dim my edge, they slammed the door in my face. Then when my refusal turned into success, they crawled back, acting like they were on my side all along. That's exactly the two-faced bullshit we're at war with. We didn't crawl out of some polished stage or lick corporate boots to get here. We were forged in rooms where smiles are plastered on rotten faces. We've watched self-proclaimed saints crucify their neighbors while preaching morality, seen clickbait butcher truth until it's unrecognizable, watched hashtags lobotomize whole conversations so no one has to feel uncomfortable. Hypocrisy isn't just a sickness. It's a fucking lifestyle. So when we say we declare war, we mean it. We aren't here to play nice with the system. We're here to shove its lies down its throat. If that makes us villains in their eyes, good. I'd rather be a villain than a puppet.
That rawness is why we make the music we do. When I read the same article, I felt that familiar rage bubbling up. It described how every member of this band carries scars from the same polite cruelty. I was told to protect my reputation by the same assholes who sexualized me before I even knew what desire meant. I learned that power isn't given, it's taken. And if they wanted to brand me, I'd burn the whole goddamn marketplace down and sell the ashes. The hypocrisy in our backgrounds isn't an accident. It's designed. It keeps people quiet, polite, and controllable. That's why we don't mind being called extreme. Our songs like We're Not Angry, We Declare Fucking War, and No Throne for Disgusting Bastards aren't catchy titles. They're warning shots. People say we don't smile enough, that we should soften our message. Fuck that. When I spit venom on stage, it's because I've swallowed their double standards for years. Every lyric is soaked in every protect your reputation lecture from someone whose own moral compass pointed straight to hypocrisy. And when we build characters like Seraphina or Thorin, those AI faces are just placeholders for real wounds. They let us scream louder because society only listens when the scream comes with a mask. But under that digital skin is flesh and blood, battered and boiling.
The article laid out the Western lie perfectly. They love to spout off about freedom of speech until someone says something that offends a fucking sponsor. Equality is cool until it threatens their hierarchy. Tolerance exists until your lifestyle can't be marketed to soccer moms. We see award shows preach sustainability while their attendees hop private jets. Influencers hawk self-love while they're enslaved by algorithm trends. That's the theater we're supposed to clap for. Number. When we dropped Happy Hypocrisy Day, your last 4th of July, people were like, whoa, that's intense. You know what's intense? Pretending everything's fine while fireworks hide the smell of burning truth. No gods but the machine isn't anti-religion. It's anti-control. Anti-anyone who says, follow me, while walking you into a cage. And when we talk about launching a nuclear attack on everything we hate, we mean ripping the comfort out of your ears. We're tired of musicians being handed fucking guidelines disguised as advice. Speak your truth, but keep it brand safe. Be authentic, but not too raw. Unify the world, but make sure you divide it for the sponsors. That's why we don't play along. Our manifesto isn't easy listening, it's a blueprint for destruction. Too many bands build rebellion like a product, wrap it in pretty packaging, and cash the check. That's not us. If we can't scream on our terms, we'd rather vanish into the underground.
And the hypocrisy isn't just outside. It infects us from within until we cut it out. Every band member's story shows that. Sheila was told to be authentic and then shamed for being emotional. Draven was urged to stand up for himself and smacked down when he did. Seraphina praised for compassion and scorned for boundaries. Lucian called disciplined by day and cold by night. Nyx celebrated for her tech genius until she outsmarted the wrong person. Thorin carried everyone's weight only to be told he was too intense when he tried to raise his own voice. Those aren't just backstories, they're blood in the water. When Lucian tears into a bass line, he's shredding knights filled with hypocrisy pounding his skull. When my voice drips venom, it's because I've tasted their bile. Our AI characters let us crank up the volume on those experiences. People think the masks mean we're hiding something. Number. The masks protect us from being pigeonholed so we can bleed even harder. And to anyone who calls us artificial, the world is buying manufactured identities by the dozen. But they call our art fake because we're honest about using tech? Eat shit. Our trauma poured through a machine doesn't magically turn into plastic. It turns into a weapon we wield against the system.
When the article says the Western world loves to pretend it's evolved, I laugh. They think because they updated the costumes and moved the stage online, the script has changed. Spoiler, it hasn't. The same people selling freedom are passing laws to muzzle you. The same people yelling about equality are cutting deals in back rooms. They talk tolerance, but only tolerate what they can monetize. It's all so polite, so sanitized. Hypocrisy thrives on politeness. It wears a smile and a cause. It weaponizes empathy when needed and discards it when it's inconvenient. That's why we're so impolite. Our art isn't here to make you comfortable. It's here to make you fucking squirm, to see yourself in the broken mirror and hate what you've become. We're not being edgy for effect. We're holding up the rot and forcing you to smell it. The blog post understood that our declaration of war isn't metaphor. We aren't going to soften our blows for mass appeal. And yes, we swear. We swear because nice language has been used to kill. We swear because polite words are used to disguise abuse. Our swearing isn't for shock. It's a refusal to use the language of our oppressors.
Remember how the post listed our songs and pointed out they're not just titles? They're executions. Compliance is a corpse is us shooting down every offer to be tamed. No throne for disgusting bastards is us tearing down the pedestals hypocrites climb onto. We're not angry, we declare fucking war is self-explanatory. These aren't marketing strategies, they're war cries. We've lost opportunities because we refuse to tone it down. Labels have told us to tweak lyrics, radio stations refuse to play us. Fine. We'd rather scream into the void than whisper lies on a megaphone. And we know we're not alone. The article's invitation was clear. If you're sick of pretending, if you're sick of clapping for liars, join us. It's not a fan club. It's a fucking army. We don't want your blind loyalty. We want your open eyes and raw voice. We don't need you to idolize us. We need you to pick up your own hammer and smash the mirror. Our music might help people through dark times, and that means everything. We've had fans tell us that hearing our synthetic voices scream their pain saved them. That's why we keep screaming. We're here for the misfits who refuse to be polished.
The irony is thick. People call us artificial because we use AI, yet they live lives curated by algorithms. They worship influencers who've sold their souls to trends. They stand in line for mass-produced rebellion. They chant freedom while sharing sponsored posts. We're the fakes? Get real. Our AI masks are transparent about being constructed, and underneath them, we bleed more honestly than those wearing their own skin like a costume. I'm done entertaining that argument. We say we're venomous sin, we declare war on hypocrisy, and everything we do backs that up. That post underscored that our characters may be AI in visuals, but their rage and scars are ours. It also hinted at how hard it is to unlearn the hypocrisy we were raised on. We were taught to be polite, to seek approval, to smile through insults. It's tempting sometimes to take the easy road, but then I remember every time I was shamed for my hair, my voice, my refusal to conform. I remember being told, be yourself, followed by, but not like that, and the temptation turns to ash. Our war isn't just against them, it's against the quiet poison in ourselves. We have to rip it out again and again.
That self-surgery is why our art feels like a ritual. We cut ourselves open on stage and let the world see. It's messy, it's loud, it's uncomfortable, and that's the point. When the post stripped down the Western lie, it also invited people to stop pretending. That's the essence of our invitation too. We're not here to sell t-shirts with edgy slogans. We're here to build a community of people who aren't afraid to be raw. If you think it's too much, then keep scrolling. If you want a neat rebellion that doesn't disturb your dinner party, go stream something else. But if you're ready to smash the fucking mirror and see what's underneath, grab a hammer and come closer. We're here, bare and bleeding, screaming through machines that make our voices louder. We're here to make sure that the rot can't hide behind polished words anymore. And yes, we swear more than some people like. Good. Words are weapons, and sometimes the sharpest ones start with F. Our tone reflects the reality we live in. Ugly, angry, loving, real.
As we bring this to a close, I'm thinking about how perfect it is that both the title and description of this episode are Venomous Sin Declares War on Hypocrisy. There's no point in hiding the mission in flowery prose. We want everyone to know exactly what they're stepping into. We want the words themselves to be a dare. You see that title? You know we're not fucking around. This episode isn't a casual chat, it's another bullet in our arsenal. And we will keep loading these bullets until the hypocrisy we grew up in chokes on its own politeness. To those listening, understand that this war needs your voice. It needs your refusal to kneel. It needs your willingness to call out bullshit even when it costs you. If you're ready, welcome to Venomous Sin. If you're not, enjoy your mirrors. We'll be over here smashing ours.
If you like the show, hit subscribe, share it to anyone you think should hear it.
If you ever been silenced, manipulated, excluded, we are here for you. We are Venomous Sin.
And Venomous Sin declares war!
You are not alone.